Okay, so if you read the title, you know that 3 and 4 is being delayed. And I'm going to get into why. They are still coming, but they're now being delayed. And I'm going to get into why step by step here. I'm going to try to make this a little short video, not super long, but a breakdown of the tournament. So this is going to kind of act like a 3 and 4, but not in the proper way. So kind of a quick breakdown. So let's go over how practice went. So practice, well, we went out early in the morning. We started our practice at 9 o'clock in the morning, a little bit later, not quite at sunrise, and we started fishing. And within the first 20 minutes, we caught our first bass, which was nice, but it was only 14 inches, didn't quite measure. We then continued to fish all the waypoints that I made via video 1 and continued spotting them out and ended up finding a lot more fish that were willing to follow and chase but didn't quite commit. So we went the rest of the day for about another 4 hours not having caught another bass. And then we ended up catching 2 more over in Rock Creek. Same technique, same spinnerbait. That's the only one we caught anything on all day. Then, right as we were about an hour out from finishing our practice, one of my batteries on my trolling motor literally died out. It won't take a charge, no voltage at all on that battery, period. Just died. So that one's dead. And then we went home and I tried to reconfigure what I could do and figure it out, and upon pulling the boat out I realized that I was not recording like I thought I was. So all of that video just kind of got scrapped. I didn't have any good video. I wasn't taking any pictures with my phone because I had the GoPro going, or at least I thought I did. So I got no footage from the practice day. Now let's move into the tournament day. Tournament day, we went in with the game plan that we were just going to keep on those same spots and maybe the bite would change because it was the end of the cold front. The water was going to warm up quite a bit in that 80-degree day, and we thought that we could just slow way down and get our bites as we needed with the same strategy that we're using to catch the other 3, but a bit more methodical this time and slower instead of trying to move quickly to fish more areas. That did not pan out. We ended up catching everything but bass that day. We caught white bass, rock bass. I almost tied into a gar. It was a day. We ended up having to switch to junk fishing later in the day to try to figure it out. Just anything and everything on my boat to try to get at least one to weigh in based on what I had and what I thought might make a difference, and it did not. And then the last 2 hours of our tournament really became kind of a chaotic event as I lost yet another battery at that event, having to swap the batteries from the back, the outboard and pumps, to the front to operate my trolling motor to finish the tournament with no graphs. We still ended up not catching anything to weigh in, not even a single largemouth, smallmouth, or spot, which was pretty brutal for me, and I can honestly say that I haven't done that in a while. But it wasn't just us getting skunked on Lake Perry. It was a lot of anglers that went out there and just struggled. So this tournament was just brutal, guys. With that being said, what plans do we have to get these 2 videos posted and pushed out to you? The running plan right now is to go to another tournament and try again. So we're looking at Grand Lake, Oklahoma with the Kansas Buddy Bass and to try it again. Now, I don't want to put out a crappy video. This is one of those videos that I'm just doing to give you an update. So it's not going to be super long form edited. I'm not going to have a lot of screens and stuff bouncing around. It's kind of just be you and me right here talking and me giving you the verbal updates. So with that being said, that tournament's going to be in about 36 days. And then I'm going to get those recordings and get those posted. Hopefully by then my boat is at tip-top shape and I got some batteries replaced so I can actually do what I've been used to doing on the water, which is record. So they're still coming. I appreciate your guys' patience, and I'm sorry that I'm taking too long to get it out. But if you're watching, thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Have a good one.